Welcome to Conscious Creation with actress, author, and healer, Dee Wallace. If you want to take charge of your life, really take charge of your life, the next hour will be a fun, enlightening experience in creating the life you want. Whether it's money, health, success, or relationships, join Dee in celebrating the power of you and see your life expand into joyful creation. To join Dee live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Time, call 206-402-0100 and enter PIN number 161329#. And don't forget, Dee can also be heard on BBS Radio, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and live at Oneness Talk Radio. You can also hear Dee on Transformation Talk Radio and on her YouTube channel, Dee Wallace Official. And now, here's Dee.
Hello, all you beautiful people that I love. Oh, I look forward to being with you every Sunday morning. And I'm home again after an amazingly beautiful, fabulous Christmas with my family and little Stone, who he just didn't know what to do with himself. But, you know, his favorite toy that he got were the boxes and the wrapping paper that came in. But I'm sure during the year he will. Oh, and his grocery. He got a little grocery cart. And he walks around the house putting things in it and then taking them out and putting things in and taking them out. It's the cutest thing to watch. Anyway, that was my best Christmas present. My daughter had a beautiful painting off of a picture that she'd taken of Stone and myself looking up at the airplanes, one of his favorite things to do. So it was a glorious Christmas. I hope yours was also. I hope you chose to make it that way. And that brings me to what I want to talk about today. One of my very, very, very closest friends really has spent the last 4 years of her life working in the political arena for the person of her choice. And she is experiencing really incredible depression over all this and despondency. And I was talking to her about the fact that that's a choice. Now, I understand when you're in it, because we all have been. It's challenging to consciously make a choice to feel better and to make a choice to acknowledge that creation is an ongoing exploration. And she said to me what I hear a lot of you say to me in the private. I know, Dee, but. And I want you all to know about wherever in your life, politically, financially, health-wise, your reaction to it, which is creating all of the new moments around that, is happening consistently in every moment. And so when you allow your reaction to dictate your joy or lack of. I want you to understand that you are in that moment creating usually what you do not want. So we talked about it, we did work around it, and eventually the channel said, give me a song. And the song she gave me was, We Are the World. I want to read you some of the very important lyrics. There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, and it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can't go on pretending day by day that someone, somewhere, will soon make a change. We are all a part of God's great big family. And the truth, you know, love is all we need. Now listen, we are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true. We'll make a better day. Just you and me. I want you to start getting up every day and saying, okay, what difference can I make today? What thoughts, what perspectives can I choose to think and live and feel today that will give me the world I want? Match it up with love. Create that way. You have been studying these principles for days like today. Rise up. Be the beautiful, positive, loving, clear force that you choose to be in this world. And so it is, guys. We're going to the calls, and we are going to start with, I think it's Gail in Texas.
I knew I was going to get through.
Well, you did, baby. Good creative.
I did. Happy New Year, sweetie. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Thank you.
So with all your wonderful guidance, I'm creating my magical 2025, and it's bringing me such joy and excitement, and it's thrilling. And it's been strange over the last few weeks. I've been getting this tingling in my hands all the time, spasms in my right and left legs, a broken blood vessel, my car tires are low. I just feel that it's energetic, manifestation might be the word, or not, that as I go from 2024 and its ups and downs to the excitement of 2025, that's kind of a transition, or my body dealing with that. What are your thoughts?
It is. Well, I don't ever go to my thoughts. I'm asking the
Yes.
channel. And the channel is saying, and a lot of people make this connection, Gail, that creating the exciting life that we want, that is playing out in the positive way that we want, takes a lot of energy from us. And that's what it's about, energetically. So, guys, like I say when I go out and speak, creation's easy. God created the entire world in 7 days. How hard could it be? It's easy, Gail. 2025 is easy. When you do it from love, everything just falls in. So when I say you're clear about what you want, I get a yes. You're creating what you want, I get a yes. And there's this little belief, mostly from your mom, that in order to get what I want, I have to sacrifice. And, well, the word they're giving me is struggle to create what I want. So, again, I would start doing work with your little girl, and that is going to be the next webinar we do, guys. I wrote it up yesterday. It's not posted yet. It's going to be on the 22nd. Everybody is going to get the primary limiting belief from your little child, and I'm going to take you through a really powerful exercise to get them on board. So talk to me, Gail. Your little girl, did she learn that when she was little?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So guys, again, your little child thinks they're keeping you safe by limiting you. You don't want to be limited. You want to embrace them, teach them, and integrate with them so all of you is working together toward the same thing. Okay? So just get up every day. Yeah. Go to your love place and say, this is what creation feels like. I'm creating everything I want today, and it's easy and in flow. Direct it, okay?
Thank you so much. Love you.
You bet. I love you too, sweetheart. That was a really, really great thing to bring forward, because a lot of people are already ensconced in the struggle. All right, we are going to Bridget in Colorado.
Hi, Dee.
Hi, Bridget.
Thank you.
Hi, baby.
Happy New Year to you and all of the community. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you, indeed.
I think I'm just tagging on to the previous caller. I'm wanting to create a wonderful 2025 for me.
Okay, so what if I told you you already are?
Got it, yes.
Okay, guys, don't put it in the future. If you see it in the future, you're not creating it within you first. And brain science tells you, you must shift you, and then all energy around you must shift. That's the way energy works. So, yes, you have a belief in struggle, and they actually want to go to a core belief. This page here, 1 through 5. Well, they're taking me to I can never be God. So you're going to struggle a lot, Bridget, until you know, accept, and embrace that you're the creator of you. You're not waiting for anybody out there or anything out there. Are you the God of you?
Yes.
Okay, baby cakes. So you direct the God of you as the God of you to create a great 2025. Now, that being said, guys, you've got to know what that is to you. What is a great 2025? What does that mean? How much money? What kind of health? The relationships you want to create? What does it mean, Bridget? Give me bam, bam, bam right now.
I'm ready to retire. I want to create all the financial awareness I need for retirement.
Okay, stop right there, because those two things canceled each other out.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I want to create a great financial 2025.
Yeah.
I want to says you're not doing it. Do you understand that?
Got it. Yep.
Okay. So within you, it's a true statement. When I say you love money, it goes right to no. Well, and again, most of us share that. If we don't have it, if we're challenged by it, right now, you're in fear. Fear is the highest word, yes. Oh my God, I want to retire, but I don't know if financially I'm going to be okay. Do you see how that cancels each other out?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So the channel is saying, and they're saying this to everybody, sit down and write out exactly where all your money is. We all think we know, but we don't. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to ask for an example of that.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Okay. You go to all your bank accounts. This is how much money I have in each bank account. You go to all your savings. This is how much money I have in my savings. You add up all your bills. This is how much money per month plus this that I will make it comfortable for me to retire. When they had me do that, I couldn't believe how much I didn't know about my own financial life. I know I have a lot of really good people investing for me and everything, but you see, that didn't give me a day-to-day hands-on. So I really didn't know. So in my little girl, who was always afraid about money because we never had any, my little girl kept going, oh my God, there's probably not enough. And Big D was going, my God, I worked my butt off last year. I made so much money. I should be okay. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
When you don't know it and have it in front of you in black and white, your little kid with her fears are going to take over. So that's where you start. Okay? And then you make a list of exactly what you want, that you believe is possible to create. Then you've got a clear start. Okay?
Thank you, Dee.
You bet, baby cakes. You know, I'm giving you all the things that they gave me that made such a huge difference in my life and my financial life, yes, but my mental and emotional life especially. All right, we're going to Kirk. Hi, baby cake.
Hey there. Early Happy New Year.
Yeah, you too, everybody.
I've had a great couple of weeks. I had a momentary setback with a back issue, but it helped me reset and refocus. And when I raised my hand today, I wasn't sure what my question or share was, and during your intro, it hit me. I have an analogy I use that all pain is relative. Like if someone's in a car accident or fighting some terrible disease, that's really terrible and we're empathetic. But when we stub our toe, at that moment, our experience, that's the worst thing we could experience at that moment. And one of the great things about my week was I was watching or listening to some interviews where actors had been in some great movie or their life's dream on a Broadway show. And it came into my head. I said, can my good moment today be equal to their good moment in that? And the answer was yes. And
it's a choice. It's always a choice, guys.
And I've been basking in reflecting on the year instead of focusing on what's the next thing, what's the next deadline. I started to think about what I've done this year and some of the extraordinary things, and I won't share them all, but I will say this. I have 12 nieces and nephews, and this year, 3 new grandbabies. Grandnieces.
Oh, beautiful.
3 first Christmases this year.
Yeah. It's a lot of joy, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right,
although
so
I wasn't able to... Yeah.
You weren't able to what?
Be there with them. But I felt the joy and I shared connections through messages, and I had my moment, and it was just as good.
Kirk, they want you to take that feeling you're experiencing right now for them. That's what selling your paintings feel like. It's another birth and another celebration for another family. Feel more into that for a higher percentage of sales.
Got it.
Yeah. It's so easy to cross over, guys, into trying to make something happen and needing it to happen instead of living in the joy of the happening of it, which is what creates the success. Okay?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's where I came off of, and as I relaxed into it, shifting from a push and a try to a joy, some things have opened up that are going to be, there's going to be a new birth with a painting sale this week and something lined up for January, and I just booked a role, and just things are getting good. Are good.
Okay. And because that joy of their birth and them being here and the joy of their families opened up the joy of creation for you. You live there, you have more success, people. Okay?
Yep.
That's a great message for all of us, Kirk. Thanks for bringing that in.
If it's okay if you don't have time, but if you have time, I have a brief testimonial for you.
Sure, go.
I've been working with Dee for more than 20 years, and I've shared this occasionally, but it's been a while. When I started with Dee, the process was amazing, and yet the steps we had to take were much more time consuming, took much longer. We had to be much more careful. And I tell each person that listens in, whether you raised your hand or not, my experience with Dee is everyone in the room has a similar energy. And I just ran across notes from a show a couple of years ago where I wrote down I didn't raise my hand that day, but I wrote down each caller and the growth or the statement. And I was floored by how powerful it was for me. And I know that whether or not you get to me, the question I have in my heart is going to be addressed because that is the energy of the room. And what she does in 1 minute, one suggestion, one claim, used to take us weeks. And Dee, thank you so much for being part of our life. You are one of the most steadfast regiments of my breathing time and my morning walks. And even if it's not, even if I don't get 10 minutes of the breathing exercise in, your voice is in my head like a great Jiminy Cricket, reminding me to do what's right for me, and that is right for others.
Oh, beautifully said, Kirk. My heart is bursting and remembering all the years we shared and looking down at all of you when I was speaking back there with the red dot on your forehead. Yeah, I think about that a lot. Thank you for that, sweetheart. So appreciative. Thank you.
And for all of us, thank you. We love you.
I love you too, sweetheart. Unconditionally, indeed. Oh, that made me feel so beautiful. All right, we're going to Janet, California. You're on.
Good morning, beautiful lady.
Good morning, beautiful.
Ditto. Ditto. I'm telling you, I've been off for a few. Something's not been in alignment for the last few days. Christmas was beautiful, and very relaxing. And I was calling in to do that, but I think you've answered most all of my questions.
And guys, there is, and it's normal, there's so much excitement building up to Christmas, so much busyness, so much giving, and when it's over, there's a relief, but there's also a sadness because Christmas brings a lot of joy. You can feel it everywhere you go. People are happier. So, what you're going through, Janet, is just a rebalancing. Just keep telling yourself, I am rebalanced in my joy and happiness.
Thank you, my dear.
That's really all it is.
All right, very good. Thank you.
You bet, honey.
All the best for 2025 for all of us.
You bet. It's done. It's done within all of us. Feel it in your heart. It's done. All right, baby. Thank you for calling in. All right. Gloriana in Florida. God, I love that name.
Thank you. I'm not sure if this is the right question, but how can I open up more to reveal or receive my light fully?
Well, first of all, just by your question, that tells me you don't know that you're it. You see, you want to receive your light? Honey, you are the light. You literally are the light that creates. So a more accurate question would be, what do you need to bring into alignment to fully acknowledge and be your light? Hold on, we're going to a core belief, this page here. Someone or something has to take my power away. Not true? That's always your choice, Gloriana. Am I going to go into reaction and choose to give my power away? Or am I going to acknowledge the facts, know that I am the powerful God of my own creation? I am the way, the truth, the light, and the life. I am. What thoughts can I think? What directions can I give me to fully live the light that I am? Now, none of us are taught that when we're little, especially if we're raised in any kind of religious organization. We're taught to hold ourselves smaller and try to attain enlightenment. You look at little babies when they're born, they know exactly who they are. They know they're the light until we teach them that they're less. So again, I would work with your little girl. What was your little girl taught? What was modeled in front of her that created her belief system about the power of her own light? And you will see exactly what you want to turn around. You got it?
Yes.
Good. Great question, and boy, did everybody need to hear that. Thank you, my darling. Thank you for calling in. All right, we are going to Lee in Jamaica, Mon.
Hey, Mon, how's it? Okay,
it's going, baby. It's going.
Thank you so much for sharing Stone's Christmas party. That's so fun, and I love that he loves the wrapping in the boxes most. That's
oh my God! And every time he comes over, I have these Christmas music boxes all around my house. Most of them are Santa's. He has to bring every Santa he can find over to me on the floor so that I can wind it up and we can play it. You know, it's just continual magic for him. What can I answer for you, Lee?
Well, I just wanted to let you know that Kirk brought in Jiminy Cricket, and his motto was always let your conscience be your guide. And Jiminy Cricket's role is to encourage integrity, accountability, and thoughtful choices.
How interesting.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, that is. That's really... Only you would know that, Lee.
Okay, so what I'd like to ask is kind of a precursor to the Little Child webinar. So could you please ask the channel to give me some guidance about where I'm mixing up my own with the people I live with? So because my husband and I are pretty much together 24/7 for the past 40 years. So I just want to see if there's something I'm doing.
The first thing that came in, Lee, is you're trying to save them.
Oh boy.
Not your job.
That old
Not your job.
Nope. It sure is.
Yeah. And we all do it, especially women with men. Sometimes I think we pick the men to be with just so we can fix them and see if we can do it.
Oh,
swear to God.
All right.
Yeah. Is this hitting home at all?
Yes and no. It's almost as though there's something going on that I can't quite pinpoint. in my psyche.
All right.
And
So they're saying replace the word fix with teach. He doesn't want you to teach him. He just wants you to be his wife.
Yeah.
You know? Lanny has gone through, as you all know, 10 trainings with me now?
Yeah.
Still doesn't know how to do it. So, not my job, his job. He wants to learn it. He'll learn it. I don't want to learn how to be an electronics engineer, which he knows backwards and forwards. You just get on with your life and live it to the fullest. Teach the people who are wanting to be taught. Hold on. Now we're going to a core beliefs. This page here, 1 through 5. 1, 2. I don't think I have enough energy to do this, but patience is the highest word. I don't think I have enough patience to do this. So I want you to get off and stop. I can identify with this more than you know.
Okay.
And say, okay, where are we feeling impatience with our mate? And what is causing it? Usually the answer is because they're not doing it the right way. Okay? Their right way and your right way are different.
Right.
If they're not doing it your right way, you either have to accept that or leave, or have a discussion with them about what they want to do. Okay?
Yep.
That, I get, is the highest, most correct thing. You're welcome.
Right.
And again,
Happy New Year.
I love you too, and I needed that. Thank you. Boy, yeah, did I need that. I think this is Deborah in New Jersey. Deborah, are you there?
Hello?
609-815. Yeah, you're on, baby.
Hi, Dee. How are you?
I'm great. What can I answer for you?
Well, first I wanted to know, how old is Stone?
Stone is 16 months now.
Oh, my God. That's so cute. Wow. Amazing. I wasn't expecting to get on, so I don't really have a question.
You do have a question.
I do have a question. I have a lot of questions, actually. Question, well, I just got a lot out of the last caller in respect to her husband and what's going on with my husband. Probably, I feel like I am doing this work and doing this work and doing this work, and I'm still falling out.
Yeah, you're not living it. You're not living it, Deborah.
Okay.
And what does that mean, guys? Because you hear me say that all the time. You're studying it, you're asking me, you're reading about it. Some of you have come to the training, but you've got to live it, which means whenever you hear yourself having a negative thought or feeling despondent or making the wrong, you stop and go, Deborah, you know better than this. This is not going to get you what you want. First of all, what do you want? And the channel is saying you need to get much clearer about that.
Okay.
What exactly do you want? And the thing that you're thinking about right now, what do you want?
Peace.
Peace. What does that mean?
Joy, happiness, safety, security, a stable foundation, being consistent daily.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you the one core belief that's fighting against you. Here. Some energy has to die before I am the creation of new energy. Oof. Well, if I just had money, I could be happy. Well, if this dis-ease would die, then I could be happy. If my husband would just take responsibility, then I could be happy. It's a no-win situation, guys. You either choose to be happy no matter what, or you don't.
Yeah.
And that's, if you want to create the 2025 that y'all want, this is what you've got to do. That's why this work is called conscious creation.
Yes.
Most of us are thinking the same damn thoughts we've been thinking for 30, 40 years. And we wonder why we're not getting different results.
Right.
Right?
Yes. No, for sure.
That's what my channel defines as karma. You keep believing the same thing generation from generation from generation, and it looks like we just keep passing down and living the same thing as our forefathers. That's karma. And it's changeable within a week. Within a week, you guys, of living consciously. So I want you to try that for this week, Deborah. Pick one thing and then call back in and make sure you tell Stephen that I asked you to call back in and put you on. Okay? Will you do that for me?
I absolutely will.
Okay, that means you have a love place, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay. You go to your love place. You feel into that thing you want. And you go, come on, universe. I'm committed to this. Create it with me now, because within me, it is already created. All right. I'll talk to you next week.
Thank you, Dave.
Okay?
Love you.
I love you too. Wow. This is just a mini training here. Paula, you're on.
Hi, Dee. Happy New Year.
Babe. Thank you, sweetheart. You too.
Yeah. I know. It's so nice to hear, your wonderful Christmas and everything, and the joy and anticipation and the sharing. It's really nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Well, I was watching this show on Nova last night about quantum mechanics, and then the thing that really got me thinking, because this will tie into We Are the World, maybe, I think it will, is like, in the unmanifested, in the sea of all possibilities, it's all there. But when we put our consciousness, focus on it, then that's when the things turn into particles. That's when stuff gets manifested. So my question is like, we have this like collective, like really unconsciousness that we've been creating this reality. And I'm wondering if we all, became aware and joined together, like We Are the World, and, envisioned a completely different reality, would our whole, reality change? Everything we see, everything.
Absolutely. Because it is also brain science and a rule in brain science. When the majority of the energy focuses in one direction, all other energy will fall over into that.
And I'm wondering, like, in the entire universe, it's like all the consciousness in the entire universe has created this entire universe.
Well,
and we're just unaware of it.
Right?
Yeah, right.
I'm
in
not
this
unaware
universe.
of it. I've been teaching it for 30 years here. Remember when I say, whatever you focus on, you create more of?
Yes.
That's exactly what you watch in that special.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever the focus goes. And whether you're aware of it or not, when I asked the channel, with all the focus on Kamala, why did Mr. Trump get elected? And the channel said because the focus wasn't on Kamala, the focus was on, we don't want him, so let's vote for her.
Yep. Him.
Which put all the focus subconsciously on Mr. Trump. So you see, let me test it right now. We voted for Kamala because we absolutely loved her. And, well, that goes right to a no. We did believe in what she stood for. That I get a yes on. And it was like, you don't like licorice, but you love chocolate. And those are the only two things that they're being offered at the party. Well, everybody chose the chocolate, and I'm not talking about race. Dear God. Well, just in case somebody jumps to that silly conclusion. You don't choose something because you don't want something else. You choose it because you are committed and open-hearted and loving that choice. And then we create the world we want. Yes, it has to be that way. That's the rule of energy, Paula.
And this is our power. You know, and we're
absolutely
yes,
our power and our responsibility.
Exactly.
This is our great opportunity, guys. Creation never stops. Just keep creating from love what you want. Every night before I go to bed, I'll say it one more time. I am the United States of love, peace, joy, communication, unity, integrity, freedom, and clarity. I am that. I am the attributes of the country I want. I have to be it before the country can be it. We're saving our own lives. It's true. We'll make a better day. Just you and me. But you got to
We are the world.
That's right, baby. That's right. That's pretty much the message of this entire show. Thank you, Paula. So much love to you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Happy, 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 happy New Year. Be sure you know what you want to create. be sure you know that you are creating that within you right now from the place of love. Let's say it loud and proud. I love me. I love me. And I love me even more, because I know that's what it's all about.
Thank you for joining Dee on Conscious Creation. Visit her website at imdwallace.com for awesome downloads, archived shows, enlightening webinars, and amazing free offerings. And remember, you can hear Dee every week on BBS Radio, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and live at Oneness Talk Radio. You can also hear Dee on Transformation Talk Radio and on her YouTube channel, Dee Wallace Official. Be sure to join us next week for Conscious Creation with Dee Wallace. And remember, loving yourself is the key to creation.